Hello, this Tech Enthusiast, welcome back to a review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tales of Timothy Volume 2, issue number 63, Monster Island. And with this one, I wasn't too sure what to really make of this issue at the beginning of it because it was more or less a sequel comic to issue 50, the one where the Turtles trying to save ahead from Dr. Marlin and the whole Monster Hunters and stuff like that. So going into this issue, I wasn't too sure what to really expect because in that issue at the end, they did somewhat like wrap things up and like say, oh yeah, the Turtles going off to like sewers, stuff like that, and everything goes back to normal. But in this issue, they go on and say that, oh no, the Turtles didn't actually go back to normal, there was something that happened. And with what actually happened, it just feels not a mirage story. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's just like there's a lot of stuff in here which just feels so Saturday morning cartoony, but a bit darker. So I think that's the best way to describe it. But yeah, so yeah, okay. So with the first bit, we do get to see how Marlin survived, and with this bit here, he was more or less drowning and was fighting off some like sea creatures before he got rid of his leg and his arm to go and get out of the sewers by opening up a manhole cover or something like that. He attached a new arm and leg and decided the best thing to do was go up to the top of the building, get a rocket launcher out and just shoot the plane where the Turtles were in. So yeah, that happened in like the first, like 3-4 pages, and hopefully that set things up for how crazy this issue is going to get. So yeah, so we do get to see the Turtles and Leatherhead. They're just wandering through the forest to try and get to the other side of the island because they said that basically on the other side of the island there's already a like camp set up so that they can get Turtles off and the island, stuff like that. But we do get to see Dr. Marlin. He comes out and he wants to go after the Turtles and actually like properly kills them. And that's when we do get to see him flying around in a UFO. And I just wish I was making this up because with how Marlin's character was in the comics, he definitely feels like he wouldn't be flying a UFO or anything like that. He feels like he'll be doing more the hunt on foot and try to do it like by himself without any sort of like you know, help from anyone else. It feels so weird seeing him like flying around on a UFO, and it gets easily taken out because Raphael just throws a cipher it, and it's just I wish I was making this up because this sounds so stupid, but it's not. So yeah, so that's when we get to see the Turtles and Leatherhead. They go all the way over to the other side of the island. And that's when we do get to see a big monster that's come out, and this monster has basically been like a combination of a variety of different monsters out on this island, and it's like a dragon and some other animals. It's a weird thing which I don't probably go into discuss. I mean, like I don't actually like discuss it properly in terms of like, oh well, maybe no, I don't know, but I feel like with this monster, there's like so much I could have done with it, and also explain what it actually is. But they just don't. They say that it breathes fire, but I can't tell because of of the artwork, and also like Donto throughout this whole bit here is saying, oh yeah, Raph, you know, kill the monster, I'm burning, and all that kind of stuff. But you know, if he's burning, how's he still alive and all that kind of stuff? But it's so annoying because they don't actually do anything with this bit here. It's just so weird and bizarre that it's just here that those. It just happens really. The Turtles is fighting the monster, Leatherhead's also fighting it, but you know, they're not really winning. And that's when we do get to see Marlin, he's escaped, and that's when he decides to steal a boat, and before he leaves the island properly, he decides to use a machine gun that's on the boat to kill the big monster, shoot Leatherhead, and yeah, and well, what I gotta say is that the Turtles have their own weapons and stuff like that. Leatherhead is a very strong character, and yet they won't out do anything. A few bullets, it was able to kill the monster and wound Leatherhead. Yeah, and then also not to mention that the whole boat thing was like a few miles away, so I just have so many questions about the whole thing because it just seems so unrealistic, and I know that it's weird to say that about a Toll comic, but at the same time, with everything that's happened in this issue, I'm just not too sure what to really make of this whole thing, so yeah. And then to to cap it all off, we do get to see Marlin. He's tried to escape on the boat again, and that's when a big big snake monster, it comes up and just eats Dr. Marlin whole. And yeah, so I guess that's one way to kill his character. And I just don't know what to really make of it, because it's just so weird and bizarre that it shouldn't be a Toll thing because of how stupid it is. But I mean, I know that Tolls is a very wacky and out there property, but at the same time, I do feel like there are certain limitations it can have before it gets a bit too stupid and weird and bizarre and all that. Especially with Dr. Marlin flying around on a UFO, it just seems so out of place. I think that's the best way to describe it. So yeah, oh god, but yeah, overall this issue, it was, I don't know what to really say, because I really did enjoy the issue 50 from where the story was taking place. I really enjoyed that whole storyline and what they did in that issue with the whole monster thing, the hunter thing and stuff like that. And I definitely felt like there was a lot of stuff in that issue which they could have explored or did a lot more with it, but unfortunately they didn't. And when knowing that there's going to be a sequel to that story, I was thinking, oh yay, this, I don't know, I was thinking some great things going to come with this. And also not mention seeing Marlin again, Leatherhead again. There's so much in this issue I was looking forward to. But then seeing how the outcome was with Marlin flying around on a UFO, shooting a big dragon creature mutant thing, it just seems so weird and bizarre that it's in this universe. It's just, I don't know, it's hard to believe, and it's even weirder to be talking about some of this stuff, saying, oh yeah, it was flying around on a UFO trying to kill the turtles in a monster island. It just seems so stupid and weird to be saying out loud. Yeah, so yeah. And then also with the artwork, and I know that it's going to be a little bit weird, because I know I talked about all to death about Jim Lawson's art style and how much I dislike it, but I'll just say that with this being a sequel to issue 50, I think it would have been better if it did bring back the artists from issue 50, so that there's a bit more continuity between the two stories. Just like how they're doing it with the gang war story in that storyline for the Toasted T stuff. So I do find it a little bit weird there, but it is what it is. But at the same time, I do feel like in some scenes, it was a little bit hard to notice that it was definitely Jim Lawson's art style. And I don't want to give him too much credit because I don't really like his art style all too much. I find it a bit too blocky. So seeing some bits here where the totals did look not Jim Lawson-y, it did feel really great to see that, and was thinking, oh, maybe this is a different artist. But then seeing some shots of the turtles being very blocky, yeah. So yeah. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what do you think about this issue. Do you like it? Do you not? And yeah, that's going for today, guys. If it doesn't, please share. Let's just go right on stuff. Goodbye, yo, and bye.